right back there. This is Matt, boys and girls, and he's going to give us some finger mullet.
Heck yeah.
We really appreciate it. Help us out, and we're going to try to stop and get some more, of course.
Breed runs it. No, repair it. It's not good.
Come on. There we go.
Thank you, Matt.
Of course. There you go, sir. Thank you very much.
Good luck to y'all.
Thank you.
Where are y'all going?
We're going to go about 18 miles out.
Nice. Taking out my neighbors today, so I'm just going to take them close to shore.
Take him to Sunglow. I heard the flounder biting.
Nah.
See you later.
Later.
Thank you. All right, boys and girls, we are out here at the party grounds, 23, 24 miles out. There's one other boat out here. I'm glad to see him. I'm at our spot, but I sure didn't see anything on the bottom, even though we are at our spot. Daggone. Well, I got a fish on here, but I might be going to another reel here pretty soon. Daggone, John. I can't believe it. I had to pull this line up by hand. I don't think there's any keepers here, but I had 3 vermilions on. First time that has ever happened. So I'm hoping there's some bigger ones down there. Wow. Well, Big John hooked into something. Let's hope there's some vermilion down there.
What's that white deal over there?
Well, you know, I was looking, I think that's just a seagull. We're keeping our eyes open, boys and girls. Oh, look at there. That looks like almost like a keeper vermilion there. Looks like a seagull. I'm not sure. But anyway, boys and girls, brothers and sisters of the hook, we are keeping our eyes open because there's a couple of boaters lost out here since last Friday. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. And so we're looking for any floating debris or anything that can help us find these guys.
Just over 11.
Just over 11? We're getting close. Both Big John and I are into the vermilion. He's the only one that's got one keeper size. What is that? Shark sucker? Gone. Probably the same one I caught. Yeah, this one feels a little better. I'm finally back to where I'm fishing a little bit. We got some current out here. It looks like it's going from east to west. It's kind of strange. There could be a couple of fish on this sabiki. There, it could be a trigger. Or a trigger and a grunt. Looks like a trigger and a vermilion or a grunt. Trigger and a grunt. I'm not sure if that trigger's gonna make it. But I'm gonna measure him up. He might be close. I am glad to see you, fella. There you go. He might be close. 13 3/4. Ooh. Ooh. All right, what we got here, Big John? We've been catching quite a few undersized vermilion. That's a vermilion. Might be keeper size. He's close. He's close. Measure him up and let Salty Kayak know. That could be your second keeper. Oh, I think so.
Nope.
Inch short. Oh my. Where the bigger ones at? John's catching the vermilion here. The little one, he's going to throw it to this porpoise that's swimming around the boat. This little spotted guy. 2 vermilions. Yeah, it'd be nice if one of them was big enough. Well, we're about to go and find a little bit of structure because we're catching a lot of undersized triggerfish and barely undersized vermilion. And this is going to be our last fish from right here. It looks like two fish. One's a vermilion, two are vermilions. Look at it, they're small. That one looks like he's had.
Consistent in size, aren't they?
Yeah, consistent in little size. We need to find where the bigger ones are. John, the bigger ones. That's what we're going to go do. Let's go do that. Well, there's my keeper beeliner, 12 inches right on. Skunk's out of the back of the boat. Skunk's out of the front of the boat. We need some bigger fish. Oh, John says he's got something that feels bigger. Let's hope so. Come on, what do you got there? Oh, you got two vermilions. That bottom one's still short. Still short. Trigger. Feel like a shorty trig. Yeah, that's a vermilion. That'd be a keeper for sure. He's fighting like a trigger. Fight like a little bit of a shorty trig. Yeah, shorty trig. Come on. Don't want to lose you. Just in case. Just in case. Come on. Trigger. See him down there. Sideways, that's why they feel bigger.
Sure do.
Not gonna be big enough. A little bit closer though. I can tell. I'm just gonna let him go. Yeah, he's just a little guy.
12 and 7/8.
Somewhere around there. We found another spot. Yeah, looks like a keeper beeliner. Looks like a keeper beeliner. Well, he's about almost 13, Big John. Thank you, Lord. For number 2 beeliner. Beeliner.
Almost black sea bass size.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Well, Big John, we've moved again. This circle hook on this here little grunt. We'll put him on the bottom.
A small trigger rather than a big.
Vermilion. Oh, Almaco, Almaco, nice big Almaco. Way to go, John.
I'll take it. Pretty nice Almaco.
That's a nice size Almaco. And we're one Almaco there, Mo. Go get some Mo, my friend.
Vincent Van Gogh.
How big is he? Okay, the reason I'm cutting the stripes, or the slices, just a little bit.
14 to the fork and almost 16 altogether.
Good, 16-inch Almaco. I want him to look wounded. He's wounded a little bit. Put the smell out there. You never know what's down there. Might be a grouper. Just never know. Could be a cobia. It's probably going to be a shark.
Well, I wouldn't mind having a bunch of those Almacos. They're good eating.
They are, I know. Get another one. I got him. Probably a shark, but we'll see. Oh. Yeah, he might have just bit through the line. And if he bit through the line, it was a shark. Yep, bit through the line. Good. All right, Big John says this is not a grunt. Let's see what we got here. We're playing with another Almaco. Look at you. Now you're into your second Almaco. Wow. Way to go. Nice big fatty too. Wow. Oh, Big John is on fire at the front of the boat.
I may have had two something. No, they're still pretty good.
It's got some big pullers down there. That's another Almaco.
Smaller one.
Smaller one. You might have had two on there at once.
I haven't got my...
Yeah, Big John lost something. Something nice. It's gone. I got a feeling that was Mr. Shark.
More active, like.
Well, we've moved to our third or fourth spot out here at the party grounds. A bunch of vermilions, Almaco jacks, and looks almost like a keeper-sized vermilion right there, Big John. That'd be great if it is. He's right at the edge. Let me know.
Well,
Oh, Big John is wearing me out.
that's a red
Look at the
snapper.
size of that
That one's big
vermilion. Oh, red
enough. I
snapper.
got it just placed in my cooler. Oh,
Just the spot in your cooler for that one, right? Oh, you better throw that one back, John. Big John's got another
12.5.
cooler fish. Loading up. Way to go, Big John. That's a nice one. Fatty.
Gotta feed those grandkids.
This is. This feels like a red snapper. Or a snapper. This was on a tail. This is on my All-American pole. It's been kind of quiet lately. It's been kind of quiet lately.
It's not racist, is it?
No, not at all. It's America. Most non-racist country in the world. He's looking awful light-colored and red and pretty good size.
Well, my little off-the-wall niece. Yeah, Polish song. That's a pretty good size.
He is. He's a pretty good size to let go, that's for sure. In the lip.
Reparation for restitution for well, I didn't respond. You know, as far as I know, none of my family.
A grunt. Yeah, there we go. Another hunk of grunt. This guy's got a attitude, and he's just going under the boat like crazy. This is a good sized fish on the All-American pole. Come on back out this way. And stay away from my sabiki over there on the other side while you're at it.
Any lines pulled up?
Nah. I think it's gonna be too late anyway if he's probably wrapped around it. Come on. What do we got here? I don't think, almost does not feel like a red snapper.
Not feeling red?
Well, maybe even sharky. Maybe even sharky. Oh, well, I've got a mono leader on here. Yeah, this is the middle section of a grunt. Feeling more sharky all the time. Oh, okay. Just a great big red snapper.
Sure, that's a big one.
He's got your line.
Must be the back line.
Yeah. Oh my, look at the size of this monster. Oh my gosh. Those are some big teeth. I have to cut him off.
Oh.
Man.
Oh, it's going around the motor too, I think. You know, I don't see very well now.
Hold on. Here.
No, I think it's loose. Yeah, loose the motor. Now just whatever the mess is.
Yeah. That fellow wore me out. Huge red snapper. Daggone. What's going on with these red snapper all of a sudden? Let Man. And they just swallowed blasted bait. Got my hooks back. Just about got bit. But thank you, Lord. Big red snapper. Goodbye. All right, we've moved. This is about our 5th spot. We've come back to an old favorite, Natural Reef. What you got there? Oh, vermilion.
Little one.
Yep, that's a good sign. That's the very first fish we caught. Clouds are building over there by land. We have to keep an eye on that and listen, because we don't want to get caught out here in a lightning or a thunderstorm, if possible. You bring those 11 3/4 ones with you? Yep, guess so. All right, let's get something here. That's a little red snapper, John. That's not a trigger fish. This is one of the last fish we're going to be catching today. It's about time for us to head back. We got ugly clouds that way. We got ugly clouds back behind us. And John's wrestling with some sort of a good-sized fish. What you have on there for bait?
Bullets.
Bullets? Ah. Wow, that's a big old red snapper. I can tell you right now. Big red snapper. Oh, oh. Daggone, John. He spanked you. He was still way down there. He might have got you under the shelf and broke you off. That was so deep. Yep. Yep. Wow.
Ripped off. Oh, it's so wonderful. You know, there's all kinds of fish down there. You never know what you're going to get.
Yep. And that's a black sea bass. A little bit bigger and it'd be a keeper. That's about a 11 incher maybe. Gotta be 13.
See what it is.
Yeah, check him out.
Yeah, oh, he's about that long right there.
Owie.
He's slippery long.
He's slippery long. I'll measure him up for you, Big John. 12 inches, right on. One more inch and he'd be good to go. Probably a red snapper, but almost feels like a porgy.
Remember what a porgy feels like.
I know.
That's what you call that spot-tail pen.
Here he comes. I don't think he's a grunt, that's for sure. Under the boat. Oh, just a big trigger. Just a trig. I don't think he's gonna be big enough, trig. No, he's about a 13 and a half. Yeah. So close, but
Catch, it's an inch short.
so far. So close, but so far. Okay. Measure it before I throw him back. 13. Bet it wasn't a black sea bass. It's short. All right, I am going to throw the cams down, John.
Gonna do it.
As you can tell from the video, it was an absolutely beautiful day. Most of the day we had just a little bit of a slight breeze that kept us cool enough, but it was hot. It was hot. And as these cams are descending, you can see that the water was a crystal blue, and you could see 30, 40, 50 feet down, so it made you think that it was clear all the way to the bottom. But as you can tell, as these cams are going down and they hit the bottom, the last about 7 feet, it turned into a green blizzard. All kinds of detritus, I guess it's called detritus, was floating by. I had to change the color just so we could see the fish a little bit better as these cams are just about ready to hit the bottom. There's the first fish. Boom, hit the bottom. That's called a jackknife fish that you saw there. Triggerfish, red snapper, vermilion snapper. Lots of grunts, lots of grunts. Porkfish, that was a porkfish. Almaco jack, great big red snapper. But look at all these fish. They're all in this little section, this little area, and it's just a natural area, but they're all below in this green area. Nothing was above into the clear blue water. And as a result, as we were trying to slowly let our baits down to keep it away from the grunt zone, which was right on the bottom, it was almost impossible to try to keep it above the grunt zone so we wouldn't catch any grunts and catch more vermilions and triggers, because everything was packed down here in this little section, maybe 7 feet above the bottom. And in the video, I'm not sure if I'm going to cut it short because it's like 20 minutes long. You'll see numerous vermilion snapper, of which some I'm sure are legal size, and there are lane snapper that go by a couple of times that are keepers, and there's some unicorn fish. And these unicorn fish were kind of funny because they would get around the cams so close you could see their eyeballs, the blood vessels in their eyeballs, and their little unicorn fins sticking up. Lots of fish. I mean, look at all those fish down there, just packed. And as the clip continues on the bottom, I'll probably cut out sections just so that we can see a little bit more variety of the fish that go by. And I estimate that about the maximum distance these cams are able to see into the gloom is about 10 feet. And in this 10 feet, look at all those fish. You know, those are unicorn fish right down there near the bottom and the right-hand side. Red snapper on the left. And they are riding the current that is getting pushed up over that hump right there. That's in this natural area. They're riding that current. It's pretty strong down there too. And from the right hand side, there goes a nice little porgy. Actually, it's a pretty good sized porgy. Of course, we didn't catch any porgies this day. And in the 20 minutes the cams were down at this spot, I didn't see any mangrove snappers that I could put my fingers on. There's some jacks that just swam by. Look at these unicorn fish. And their little horn is that black stripe on the top of their head there. Every once in a while they'll raise it up when they feel threatened. It's kind of cool. Saw several sheep's head. As there, you can see there's two of them there. Those are good sized sheep's head. Those aren't little boys. Those are big boys. Of course, we didn't catch any of those either. But then again, this was the last place we fished, and we only fished there for probably maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Hello, big eye. Look at that little teeny mouth, those little gills. just a moment here, you'll see a lane snapper zip by, one of which there were several. There goes, actually, I think you can see two of them just zipped by there. Okay, as all this activity is going on underneath the boat, we're going to go switch the cams and go back topside.
That's a close one, John.
And that might be less than an inch off.
They don't want to be held. I had a girlfriend like that once. It's too short
She
anyway.
had a girlfriend.
That's one of the creatures that I like the least. That's how one of those crawled up on my hand one time, got all the way up my line, raked my finger, and it's numb where it raked it. They are bad news, folks. Bad news.
They don't taste very good either.
John says they don't taste good either.
They make eel soup, but they're full of bones.
All right, let's see if I can get this guy off without getting messed up. Go ahead, bite that, bite that. Look out, look out, look out, look out. Get off. There we go. Wow. He's free. These are going to be our last two fish of the day. John says he's got a wiggler. I think I got a shark sucker. Yeah, I got me another shark sucker. You got an Almaco, nice big Almaco. Way to go. Mine's better. Mine better. Get off there. There you go. Shark sucker. Woo. Okay.
Cooler fish.
You got the last fish of the day, and that was a cooler fish. Way to go, Big John. Yep. Time to pull and go.